and this is my setup verse, because in Matthew chapter 6, verse 7, it tells us that, and when you pray, do not heap empty phrases as the Gentiles do, for they think that they will be heard for their many words. And this is significant because in the time which is being reflected in that verse, there was a lot of interpretations by Jews and Gentiles alike. In fact, it was Jews that were actually following a Gentile model to just repeat things over and over again because it would give you a sense of authority or a sense of being important. In other words, the prayer would actually be more about you than about the one whom we're praying to, which is Yahweh. Okay? And so it was important that Yeshua, Jesus, would have this conversation with those who followed him to let them know that you don't have to do these things. Interesting enough, even in our world today, many people pontificate, and I want to use that word specifically, and it becomes a performance that's more about the words that they can stitch together as opposed to the intent. And let me tell you, Yeshua has an intent. Whether it's his prayer or the model prayer that he gives to us, understand this, beloveds, that the model prayer was not a prayer that was supposed to be quoted. It was a prayer that was supposed to be examined for the components that are in it, that we could learn how to pray with power, Holy Spirit power. And it's important that I address this before we get to John 17, because when we get to John 17, you will see that Yeshua himself exemplified everything that's in this model, but did even more.